Hey guys, check it out. My car's got a little problem. When I pull my windshield wiper thing, pull it so it sprays, this is what happens. It does not turn off. The only way to turn it off is to turn the car off. Another weird thing is that my horn stopped working at the same time. The horn doesn't work. So in this video, we're going to do a little bit of looking to see if we can find why I have all these weird problems with my windshield wipers as well as my horn. Okay, so we are under the hood. Right here, we have our fuse box. Just pull the lid back, pull it up, and you have all your fuses here. So what I'm going to do is try to find the fuse that is for the horn. To make it easier on myself, I'm just going to look at this diagram that's on this box and look for horn. Horn is right here. That is fuse number 9, which by placement should be somewhere in here. It's a 15 amp fuse. Looking over here, we have our labels. This looks to be 9 because this is 15, and right next to there's a tiny little number in that slot. You can't probably make, I don't know if you can see it or not, but in this little slot, there's a little 8 written down. So I'm assuming this is the horn fuse. I'm going to use the puller tool to pull it out real quick. And looking at the fuse, we can see that it actually burned out. There's a little burn mark in here. So this fuse is busted right now. So what I'm going to do is put in a different fuse, 15 amp as well. Okay, let's go try the horn. Okay, so I'm in the car. Let's try the horn. The horn works. Let's try the windshield wipers now. Okay, that's not supposed to be what's happening. Okay, let's turn the car off real quick. Try the horn. Horn doesn't work. Let's check the fuse. Okay, with the puller tool, removing the fuse again. And it burned out again. So, what is my assumption? My assumption is that there's way more power going to here than there's supposed to be. This is why my fuse keeps on burning it, which means that I have to find the relay for the windshield wipers. After doing some looking, it looks like the main fuse for the windshield wipers is under the back seat. To remove it, all you have to do is pull up. There's one clip, and on the other side, there's the other clip. Now I'm going to pull the seat out. It should just come straight out. Okay, looking on the lid of the rear fuse box, we see that fuse 44 is in charge of the wipers. To get to it, it is most likely under here, under this lid. Okay, to remove this box, we have 3 Phillips screws. One right here, one right in there, there's a little gold head in there. The third one is a pain to get because it is right behind here. I can't show you it because it's really hard to get through it, but the best way to get it is very, very gently massage your Phillips screwdriver in between the wires you can get to it, or another alternative is to pull this whole box out, but I haven't tried that and I don't really want to try that. So just very carefully massage it in between the wires and you'll be able to get it out. Okay, so with the lid removed, let's take a quick look, see at what we got in here. We have our fuses right here, and by the looks of it, just upon visual inspection, this fuse right here, if you look at it, it is burned out. I'm going to pull this guy out and replace him and see what happens. Okay, so I got myself another 30 amp fuse. Let's plug it in and let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm in front of the car. Got my ignition on. Let's try it out. And that doesn't look like it solved it. So back to the drawing board. Okay, so looking at the cover from the fuse box that's under the hood, I found that there are a couple more fuses under there that are related to the wipers. I checked all 3 of the fuses, 22, 15, 24, and all of them were fine. This leads me to believe that either I have bad relay or that I have a problem with my wiring. So I'm going to quickly go check out to see which relays affect the windshield wipers, and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, so I found a little problem. In this big black box, it clicks when you turn the windshield wipers on. Here's what happens. I don't know if you'll hear this. It clicks on, but it doesn't turn off. And that's me turning the car off, the ignition off. To give you an idea of what should happen, I'm going to turn the car back on real quick. I'm going to turn the windshield wipers on. And they just turned off. Let's do it again. On, off. You hear that the switch turns on and off. Now when I turn the windshield wipers on, it turns on, but it does not turn off. So let's see what's inside this box. Okay guys, so just in case you're wondering, this first box right here, this is the GM. You can tell because it's labeled. This is the box that a lot of people mention. The second box that I'm using is the RM. Don't know what that stands for, but this is the box we're going to be removing. So you got to pull it out on both sides. It can be a pain, but I'll quickly get it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is undo these 4 clips. There's a clip right here. There's another clip right on the opposite side, and there are 2 clips right here. I'm going to quickly undo this, and we'll take the cover off. Okay, so I took off the case, and what we have in here are a bunch of mini relays. As you can see, so basically what happens is when it receives power, it connects right here, and that just amplifies the power, brings up the amps. So one of these, I'm assuming because it didn't unclick, one of all these is bad. Which one is it? I'm not entirely sure. I'm assuming the best way to find out is to test each one. I mean, I guess if you visually look at it, there's a couple spots where it looks like there might be something wrong. Like right here, if you look at it, there's some browning around there. This might be, I'm assuming that is this guy right here. I'm assuming it's that this relay right here. Something might be wrong with him. Or if we look right here, there's some more browning right around in this corner, which is the connection between 2 resistors right here. Okay guys, as you can see, I got the box back in. I found my problem. Let me show you. Let's go under the hood. So some time ago, my air conditioning wasn't working. I put in a fuse into this box. This relay, I took off a car and put it in because I thought that this is where the air conditioning went. Watch this. I'll pull it out. It's out. I'm going to go quickly to the car. I'm in the car right now. Clicks. Watch this. Problem solved. This relay that I put in hopes to fix my air conditioning was the culprit. So all my problems were because of this relay that I installed. I installed it, like I said, in hopes that it would fix my air conditioning, and I pulled this off a car that had it, and it didn't work. In fact, it caused problems for me. So, moral of the story, don't assume you know the solution to everything. Do your research first. If something doesn't work, find out what you replaced, and that might help you solve the problem.